you get into one of these groups, there's only a couple ways you can get out. One is death. The other is mental institutions.
Yo, what it is, greasers? Yeah, it's the Jdog again in DVD Dungeon, bringing you top 50 horror films of all time. My top 50, not yours, so fuck your top 50. Mine's better anyway. But anyway, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed number 36, Lucio Fulci's Zombie. One of my faves. It's good times. But anyway, I'm here at number 35. This is a film that never gets old for me. This is a film that spawned a couple of sequels, actually. And yeah, it's just great campy fun. This is 1985's Re-Animator, directed by Stuart Gordon. Yes, stars Jeffrey Combs as Dr. Herbert West. It's just great. It's the character that Jeffrey Combs was born to play. Like, he revives the character in Re-Animator 1. And then you got there's like the sequels. You got Bride of Re-Animator. Not too bad. I don't mind it. And then you have Beyond Re-Animator, which took place in a prison. Also don't mind. Yes, good times. But anyway, like the story, like Re-Animator, it's, like I said, it's from 1985. It's based on a Lovecraft story. So, as Jeffrey Combs, he did a lot of stuff that was based on Lovecraft stories and stuff. So, but once again, I said, like, you got Jeffrey Combs playing Dr. Herbert West. You got Bruce Abbott playing his sidekick Dan. You got Barbara Crampton. She plays Dan's old lady Megan, and then you got David Gale. He plays Dr. Carl Hill. Yes, the head that gives head. If anyone knows what that means, if you've seen the movie. But anyway, the movie starts off like you got some like Herbert West. He's a medical student. He's working on this experiment. He's trying to bring the brain back to life, like after the certain, can't remember the exact time limit, but he's trying to extend past that and hopefully be able to do like crazy surgeries and stuff on people that pretty much would have been dead and no hope of bringing them back. So that's his goal. But along the way, he creates this little serum. It's looks like the shit that would come out of like a neon glow stick, and yeah, when he sticks it into the bases of their neck, it reanimates the bodies. But yeah, it's this big, all this shit goes down at the beginning. He gets kicked out, and so he goes to Miskatonic University, enrolls as a student there, and yeah, he starts his experiments up again, and like you got him and Dr. Hill, they don't see eye to eye, because you got Dr. Hill's theories, and like Herbert West is like Jeffrey Combs is like, yeah, right, like, fuck you, like, he's more or less calling bullshit on him, and saying like the rest of the class is wasting their time, because this guy is just teaching a bunch of like dated methods and shit, so you ain't gonna learn nothing new according to Herbert West. You ain't gonna learn nothing in this class. It's just a load of bullshit. So anyway, he meets up with Dan. Dan's looking for a roommate. Herbert moves in. Herbert's continuing his experiments in his room down in the basement. Dan's cat goes missing. What happens to it? But we don't exactly know, but Herbert brings it back to life. Dan finds out. That's how Dan's brought into the whole thing. He's like, whoa, you can reanimate dead objects. Cool. Let's see where we can take this. So they kind of start making the idea, well, what could we reanimate next? Well, let's go down to the morgue and see if we can reanimate one of these bodies. And that's just when all hell starts breaking loose. Like, they reanimate this body. One of the, I guess it would have been Barbara Crampton's father in the movie. He works at the hospital. He comes down. He ends up getting killed. They reanimate him. He comes back almost normal, but he's just like a slobbering psychotic retard, more or less. So yeah, they figure, we need fresher bodies. And as the movie goes on, like pretty soon, Dr. Hill, he's like, I need to get my hands on this formula too. Like, fuck Herbert West, I'm going to steal all his fortune and glory. Little Indiana Jones quote there. But so yeah, he's sneaking around. Herbert West whacks him over the head with a shovel, cuts his head off. And it's like, this thing's fresh. Fuck, let's see if I can reanimate a head. Maybe it'll work. So, reanimates the head. Dr. Hill's body comes back to life. Yeah. Like, you got Herbert, he gets knocked out. Doctor steals the formula. He's got a crush on Barbara Crampton. Ties her down. His head gives her head. Really greasy scene in that. Yeah, just great times. Like, and in the end, like, when you got all these reanimated bodies that Herbert and Dan have brought back to life, they're running amok. They're fucking killing people at the Miskatonic Hospital and stuff. So just all kinds of good times. It's crazy shit going on in this movie, man. Like, if you haven't seen Re-Animator, you're missing out on like a campy, really good time. It's a movie that just holds up well for me as far as I'm concerned. But if you're gonna have an edition, I suggest you get this one if you can find it. I know it's out of print and everything, but this is the Millennium Edition. This is put out from Elite Entertainment. This has over 6 hours of bonus features in it. Like, it's got all kinds of shit. It's a 2-disc. It's great. I don't know if you can find it. If not, Anchor Bay's also released it under this title here. And this also has a 2-disc thing. I think it's also a 2-disc feature. It has lots of, probably pretty much every bonus feature that's on there, minus a couple of them. So whichever one, you can find this one. You can find the Elite Entertainment one. I know my Anchor Bay one, I found it was in this Horror Legacy series. So if you see that, well, that's what's inside, so pick it up. You can probably get it on the cheap for like $5 or so. But yeah, I don't want to really give away too much more since I pretty much give away the whole plot. But yeah, the end's just fantastic. The whole movie's fantastic. Like, I can watch this thing probably once a month and never get bored with it. So if you haven't seen Stuart Gordon's Re-Animator, I suggest you check it out. Jeffrey Combs is absolutely fantastic in it as Herbert West. And yeah, what more could be said? If you like that, track down the sequels, Bride of Re-Animator and Beyond Re-Animator. J-Dog gives them the party on salute. Yeah, check them out. You got my recommendation. But until I come back with number 34, this is J-Dog saying, yeah, watch some horror movies. And for all you guys that are wondering about Canadian Furrox, well, J-Dog's got a little something cooking up. He's coming back in another podcast. It's not going to be the Furrox, but I'm going to be back in podcast form here very soon. So look forward to that, and yeah, I'll give you some updates as things come my way. But until then, peace out.